When I used to go home, I used to make it a point to stop. I never failed. I always stopped at my grandfather's grave. And he's not my grandfather by blood. My grandmother married him. He's not my real biological grandfather. But he's the only grandfather that I knew growing up. And he served in the military. And I never knew the reason. I thought he had a heart attack. But I later learned that maybe he even committed suicide. But I understand why I understand why military veterans would commit suicide. I understand it. Because what you do, I don't care how long you're in there, what they have you do and how it gets locked away for a long period of time. And then when it starts coming out and you try to explain it to people, you're categorized as schizophrenic, delusional, crazy, mental, and all these other things. When in all reality, you were highly drugged to perform a task that was needed for the protection of all people in the country. And as you are coming off those types of agents and drugs, there's no one there. Okay? And people that say they're your family, they're not your fucking family. Because family sticks together regardless of what the circumstances are. My family's got this fucking, Jeff Truax's family is the same fucking way. They're all about, their position with people is based on a monetary thing. That's my dog. What do I smell like, honey? Huh? He loves me. Regardless if I have money or not, he loves me. All right, kid. Get down, honey. Love you too. Love you too, Kay. This world is so fucked up. I would highly advise people never enlist, join, or have anything to do with any branch of the military. Because the end result, whether you live or die, is you're dead. Your family, they will do anything to take you down. Even if you try to carve out a life all on your own and bust your ass off to get to various points of stability, they'll rip you down. I will never forget, after I got locked up in the R Wing, November for Thanksgiving, 2015. This is all because my sister Kim adopted 2 fucking kids from the Passamaquoddy Penobscot tribe. She needed to prove she was Indian. And who was she using to prove that? That's right, me. But she doesn't really know all the fucking details around any of that fucking shit. So while I'm down in the hole, let me just tell you, before you get there, they program you, okay? Before you get to the site where you have to perform the life-saving event, they program you, okay? You do facial recognition with the people that you're accompanying with. So there was 3 of us, okay? 2 of us had to go below in separate silos and one staying up on the ground. The guy that drove us there had to stay at quite a distance away, and he was backed up by other people. And so I'm down in the fucking hole after I do the face recognition. You go through this stage where you're trying to stay in contact and grip with reality. So you um, say things to each other like, when you're my husband, you're my wife, like you have to make a solid connection of a bond, more like a family. So when you get out of there, regardless you of who shows up, you have to align yourself with that person, okay? So you have to say whatever you have to say to forge the bond before you go in, because when you come up, you don't know what the state of your mind is going to be. You have to be able to come back to a solid point, okay? So for me, I went down, I had to count every step and report every step. I had to count the steps, number of steps down, meaning that's the same number of steps I had to take to get out of there. Once I got down there, I had to get familiar with my surroundings. I had to size up the hole. I had to find lettering on the side of the missile so that we knew, that we got the right one, so that we could put in the right activation code. And, so I had to read every symbol, every letter, everything, okay? And then you go into a holding pattern. Because while they're looking this shit up on the other end, you have to sit tight. And the clock is fucking ticking. And then I started, like wondering if I was going to fucking make it out of there. And at that point, I had lost all memory, because they want you to lose the connection between what's really important to you, which is my daughter, Amanda. So I had already, I felt like this disconnect already. And so when I'm down there, and I'm not supposed to fucking go back there or fucking remember any of this shit or ever be put in this fucking position to go back there. But I'm gonna go back there. And I'm gonna fucking find the fucking lettering in my fucking mind on the side of that fucking missile. Okay? And I'm gonna radio that fucking shit out. I hope the fuck it's like a Russian fucking missile that was stolen by the United States and put in there. Because I know it was a 1940 something. Do you know how I know it was a 1940 something? Because there were people dead in that hole. And when they asked me, what do I see? What do I see? I said, snakes. Dead people. I didn't say dead people. I just said there's some snakes in the corner. And then they said, what color are they? And I said, they're gray. Is there any others? Yep, there's a red one. He's in the corner. He's looking at me. It was a guy that had shot his fucking head off because somebody left them down there. Unaccounted for military personnel since the 1940s. And I was fucking losing it. And they're like, well, okay, all right, stay away from them. Let's stay focused on what we need to do. We'll have the right stuff for you if you ever get struck by them. Okay. What's the biggest one? The one in the corner. Okay. What color is he? Red. All right, we're going to call him Red Jacket. That's where all that shit came from. And then when I'm down on my hands and knees, I'm like, please, 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 Hiawatha, underneath my breath, barely saying it. Please, Hiawatha, give me your eyes and your hands. Help me to see what I need to do here, and help me with you know, guide my hands in the right direction. And then they interrupted me and they said, who are you talking to? And I go, nobody. Then I got the code, entered the fucking code, made it to the stairs, and then they helped me count the stairs all the way up. And then when I got up, I freaked the fuck out. Was that you?